What's up, Jesus lovers, and welcome back to Epic Journey Through the Bible. For those who are new here, my name is Pastor Jacob Serns, and we do this every single day. Thank you for joining me on this epic journey through the Bible. Today we're looking at part 2 of why did Jesus weep for Jerusalem. We looked yesterday at how the one reason he wept for Jerusalem is that Jerusalem was not going to fulfill its potential. It was absolutely going to fail in terms of accepting him as Messiah and embracing the role that he had for it. God has a plan for each of us. We want to accept that role. We want to accept that plan in our lives. Really, really important. The thing we're going to look at today is something a little bit different. And this really pertains more to suffering and how Jesus feels about suffering. Sometimes people get the impression, hopefully none of us here get that impression, but sometimes people do get this impression that God is really distant and that he doesn't really care all that much about the suffering that takes place in this world. That he's kind of aloof or kind of distant, disconnected from it, and so it's not really, doesn't really have that heavy of an impact on him. Well, that is absolutely not true. Jesus, God, cares so much about the suffering that people go through. In fact, if you're going through suffering right now, Jesus cares about the suffering you're going through right now. I guarantee it. Want to know why? Want to know how? Well, let's look at the story. Jesus here is weeping for the city of Jerusalem, and he even says that there are going to be horribly hard times that are going to come upon this city. He looks at the pride of the priests and other religious leaders, and he sees how their arrogance, standing in public and trying to look all perfect and look all pompous and regal and better than other people, he sees how that will be brought low. Pride comes before a fall, before a destruction. And so their pride of the religious leaders, the pride of the people in general, thinking we are God's chosen people, so really nothing bad could ever happen to us. He chose us, and so we're better than other people. Just kind of this arrogance that they had that I hope none of us ever have. That we have this arrogance that we're somehow better than other people just because God has called us for a special purpose. No, you're not better than other people, but you are privileged. Be excited about it and share with others like you are called to do. Okay, so he saw the pride, and he also saw what would happen inside those walls of those cities when the Romans would come and surround the city of Jerusalem. He knew that eventually what would happen would be a siege. Jerusalem would be besieged, which is kind of the Bible way of, taking over a city back in the day. They would surround the city and camp there for a long, long time, maybe even years, until the city ran out of all sources of food and other supplies. This was going to happen to Jerusalem. Jesus saw that. Jesus knew that. And his heart was breaking for the suffering that would take place when that siege took place. His heart broke for the thought that there would be mothers in the city of Jerusalem who would even be taking food from their own children. That there would even be cannibalism, people even eating children because they had no food. Horrific, disgusting, terrible, awful, anguish, suffering. Jesus wept for that suffering because he cared so much about those people, and he saw what was going to happen to them. I think it's similar to the way Jesus weeps about suffering even right now. I mentioned earlier about suffering you may be experiencing in your life. I don't know what it is that you're going through in your life. You may be going through a horrible time right now. I want you to know for a fact that Jesus does see that, and it does affect him emotionally. He loves you. Literally, he actually honestly loves you. And so when you're hurting, it hurts him. He hates to see his children hurting, which is one of the reasons why Satan, who hates him so much, loves to hurt God's kids, us. So if you're being attacked, understand it's Satan who is attacking you, not God, and that Jesus weeps with you. Those tears that you cry over whatever situation it is that you're going through, Jesus cries those tears right along with you. Just like he looked over Jerusalem and cried tears knowing of the pain that the people of Jerusalem would experience in the future. Jesus cares deeply for you and the situations that you encounter every single day. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was an encouragement to you. I hope you can just feel Jesus's arms wrapping around you and holding you close in whatever it is you're going through. I don't know what you're going through. Everyone's going through something at some point in their life. And so I hope that this is an encouragement to you and that you can find inspiration knowing that Jesus does care about the suffering that humans experience. God bless you guys. Push the thumbs up button if you like this video. Share it with somebody who you think might find it to be a blessing. Push subscribe over here if you're not already a subscriber, and watch another cool video over here. Peace, love, and the joy of the Lord to each and every one of you.